going to be the AlphaTauri of KJ Eltink 7 in pole position alongside the Ferrari of Berliner F1 making his debut in the IRL F1 League. TR44S in the racing point with the Haas of Sam Bam Kidd. And in fact, it's only down to 8th position. We see a double use of the constructors. So we've got KJ and Logshotter locking out in the top 10. But who can get the run off the line down towards Tarzan for the first time? We've got 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights. Pause, and it's a drive-through already. KJ's gone straight off the line. 2 eager, and the Dutch driver in the AlphaTauri has already left the line and gone down towards Tarzan for the first time. Picked himself up a drive-through. Worst case scenario for him. And behind you can see everyone filtering through Tarzan for the first time into Hugenholtz, and we're just trying to get the camera back in the right position. There we go. Sorry about that, but it is KJ that's going to be holding on to the lead this one, but he will have to come into the box, so that's going to provoke Berliner, TL44S and Sam Bam up into first, second and third. So it's
lap 2 and we've already got rain, so KJ into the pits to serve his drive-through. So this is a double whammy here for KJ. We've got a yellow flag in sector 3. Has anybody lost it? Yes, they have. Arbiz has lost it on the curve. Unfortunately, the Ferrari driver's lost it, but yeah, it's raining on track now, so this is going to be crucial now. How long can these guys run on these tyres in these conditions? And are the medium tyres looking like a gamble what's not going to pay off, because this rain is coming down quite heavily, quite quickly. TL4S has got a really good run on Logshotter. It's a great opportunity for TL4S to finally get past Logshotter. He's going to try around the outside Logshotter, keep it on the inside. Can TL4S keep this going? Yes, he can. Great move there for TL4S. Unfortunately, he's probably about 4 laps too late now. He's 9.5 seconds behind Foxy Red now, being stuck behind that AlphaTauri. So Logshotter now finally been dispatched by the Racing Points of TL4S into 6th.
Yep, already.
That's just bizarre, and it looked like to me that TL4S had gone ahead of him. So Sam, I don't know whether that needs checking or not, but Sam seemed to like he'd overtook TL4S in all that. But here we go then. We're about to get on the way, and Berliner is literally leaving it to the line here, and here he goes. He now puts his foot down. I thought he was going to leave it right to the line, and this is going to allow the likes of Foxy and Foxy and Sam Bam Kidd have collided at the first corner, both into the gravel. Disaster. That's exactly what they wanted, and that has promoted Sam, luckily for Sam, back into 3rd place with TL4S battling hard with... Oh, that's KJ Elting. What is KJ?
Yeah, you can see this fight is going to go right down to the wire. We've got an AlphaTauri closing in on Rimac, so Ryan in that yellow and black helmet in the yellow and black car is now got to hold on to position as around Cliff. He's going to try and go around the outside of Warrislander, around the outside of turn 10, and he's going to use the outside curb, and he's going to give him the inside line in towards Hans Erzbocht at the chicane. Now they're going to go side by side. Is the door going to be left open? There's still a side by side, banging wheels. Cliffy's going to try and hold on to the position. Warrislander's going to run him out wide onto the exit curb, and he's going to have to filter into position as KJ picks up 3 seconds as he desperately tries to find his way back onto the lead lap.
One driver I would like to point out who's really benefited from that safe car period is Scott Bugner. Scott Bugner is now up into 5th place and really putting the pressure on TL4S. Oh, he touched that inside curve once again, like he did on the previous lap, sideways round that corner, held onto it somehow. I thought Scott was going to pounce like Scott does, and just 2.3 seconds behind with Sam Pitto trying his hardest to pick that DRS up to help him defend from Scott. Scott 0.8 of a second, just not quite close enough on this run, but I'm sure he'll be trying his all in the next few corners to bring that gap even closer. But TL4S is not going away either. The sun, as you see there, the sun is now coming out, so the track temperature will be going up, but TL4S is definitely not out of this either. Just 0.6 of a second. He's hanging on to the back of that Williams nicely, even though he's at a disadvantage on the tyres.
Rimac dropped to 9th position. He's now got Foxy Red all over his gearbox, and Will Foxy, who had unfortunately that contact with Sam Bam Kidd, which cost him a spin and cost him a potential podium. He's going to now look to get the inside. Is Rimac going to have deja vu into Tarzan? He is, so that's 2 laps in a row. He sees an Alfa Romeo go to the inside line and around him at Tarzan as they come around to Hugenholtz. So now Rimac's going to have to desperately hold off Andre, who will be looking at picking up a point here.
But Sam now getting really close to the back of Harry now. Is this an opportunity? He's got to try and nail these final few corners to get that good slingshot down the start-finish straight to really have a go at Harry. But Harry has been nailing this final corner really well. He's shown good defensive skills at the moment, but Sam is much closer now. Can Sam get the move done? Harry tucks to the inside. Whoa, Sam switches to the inside. That's they've touched there, and is that going to give an opportunity for Scott? No, it isn't, but Sam strangely dived down the inside there where the door was always going to shut. I thought he might have gone around the outside.
Yeah, we know.
Just a bit frustrating again. Sam, he said he's used all his battery up on that one move, and he's not quite close enough again for Sam, and Scott is not quite close enough either. So at the moment they're once again nullifying each other. Let's hope they're just saving it all up for one last attempt at the end. But just further down, I just wanted to point out that Foxy Red is trying to move on the Warrislander. Can he get a move done around the outside of Warrislander? Let's be very brave if he can get this done. He already got a move done, Foxy Red, on his teammate Scopefielder, and Foxy Red does get the move done. Sam really not enjoying these last few laps. It looks like he's having a real trouble with that Mercedes to keep it in a straight line pretty much, but Sam won't be able to really have a run at Harry. Will he have DRS? He was maybe just inside the DRS, but here we go. Scott has a run now. Sam does not have DRS, so there's no DRS for Sam. Can Scott get a move done down the inside? Oh, they tag, and Sam has lost it. Can TL4 take advantage of this? Oh no. They've took out TL4 and unfortunately Scott and Sam collided, which TL4 had no chance in that. He just tried to get around the outside.
Berliner is going to add his name to the ones of VL Hercules, Jumperlinen and CRG Gamer 62 that have won their debut race here in the IRL F1 League. Just 4 names strong, and those 3 have all gone on to very, very strong things. But Berliner up to the line, crosses it, and is a absolutely dominant victor ahead of Harry, who's going to come across the line ahead of Sam. Harry with 7 seconds back, Sam in third with Clipping.